So, Lauren, what strategies have you found beneficial for our introverts and extroverts?
Sometimes introversion and extroversion is a personality trait, and that's something you're born with. And as we get older, we learn to pull from both sides of it. Most functioning adults fall into the ambivert category. We know how to be extroverted when necessary and introverted when necessary because we have those tools and skills with us. Our students need to build those skills. And sometimes introversion really manifests as anxiety. Or is a manifestation of anxiety. And we know that through COVID, we are seeing so much more anxiety from our kids, especially those who were at home for 2 or 3 years. The social anxiety of coming back to school is a real thing. For
Right.
some of them, it's a medical diagnosis and they have their doctor's note, and we provide those accommodations. For some kids, it's just a day to day struggle. And as a Catholic school, it's our job to wrap around and help those kids with every resource that we can. So, some strategies that I talked to my teachers about were 2-10 rule, which is spending 2 minutes for 10 days in a row talking about something non content related with a kid to help build that relationship. And I know it sounds like I'm stealing class time and we have 1,000 things to cover and 1,000 things to do, but really just spending that 2 minutes saves you so much time in the end. And it can even be between classes during a passing period, just talking to a kid about something that they're interested in. And it could be content related. Maybe you're a history teacher and they're really into history, but it's not necessarily the thing that you're learning right now. So being genuine and having those conversations makes a big difference. And if you're worried, I'm not going to remember what these kids say, just in an offhand comment like, how am I supposed to remember this when I have 100 students? I've seen teachers create just a simple Google Doc that has name, interest. And then as soon as they overhear a kid saying, oh, I had rehearsal last night and I'm really tired. Oh, that kid's into theater. So I'm going to put name, theater. And then I'm going to ask them about it next time I see them. Or they play fantasy football and I'm going to ask who their quarterback is this week.
That we at one of my schools, we actually took the entire school's rosters and went down the list of our students, and every adult on campus that had some sort of relationship with that student noted that on the roster. And what we were doing was we were really just looking to see where are the students that are maybe don't have a relationship with someone on campus. And so we were more intentional about developing relationships, making sure that each student on our campus had some sort of relationship with another adult on campus, to the point where they may come to them if they need support or help. So it sounds very similar to that. So you called it 210.
Yes, the 210 rule. I've also found that teaching students coping strategies like box breathing can be really helpful to our kids with anxiety, because there was a time where a kid just had to say, I'm anxious, can I go to the counselor? And off they go to the counseling office, and we might not see them again for the rest of the hour, which kind of adds to their anxiety because now they've missed a full day of class, or now they have to walk back into the classroom and everyone's going to look at them. So giving them strategies they can use, like open this app and it's going to count for you. You can do your 4 breaths or 4 seconds of breathing in, hold it, 4 seconds breathing out, hold it. So we can use technology tools for that, or you can just teach them 4 seconds in, hold, the just basic strategies to help us get our thoughts back under control before we completely spin out, and providing positive experiences to replace any negative experiences they may have had, whether it be talking in front of the class or having even one-on-one discussions with other students. If we've had those scary negative experiences, then that tends to outweigh any assignments or things that we have to do in the future.